it's going to be a big week for Ripple and XRP. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, you can eventually hold it in your hand. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And the reality you're experiencing right now is just a bunch of thoughts, actions, and behaviors since you became an adult. The beautiful thing about that is, Warriors, you can change your whole paradigm just by making different decisions. So let's jump right into it, Warriors. There's a lot of things going on, and what I want to share with you guys is how to learn the game, right? So this is really exciting to do this on Monday morning because the market is shooting right back up. Everybody was freaking out yesterday. I'm sure a lot of people were anxious. Do you guys see how calm I stayed through all of this? I practice controlling my energy, controlling my emotional intelligence. I practice not watching a bunch of different YouTubers and listening to FUD. I look at the fundamentals, I look at the news, and I do the opposite of what they say, Warriors. I do not do emotional investing. I do not jump in and out of cryptocurrencies. I've done that a couple times, but when I do, I learn my lesson. I told you guys my Harmony story, and I told you my engine story. I lost a lot of money by doing silly things like that. To get into the crypto space, you have to be non-emotional. So I'm going to share with you, Ripple's going to have a big week this week. We're also going to talk about how Brad Garlinghouse talked about they could burn a ton of XRP. I'm going to talk about that, the impact one way or the other. And then I'm going to show you both sides of the coin in regards to emotional intelligence, right? Guys, cryptocurrency is here to stay. Yes, regulation is coming in. Yes, the bad actors are going to get wiped out. But if you're in fundamental cryptocurrencies and you're on solid exchanges, you're going to do pretty well. Now remember, to protect your cryptocurrency, the best way to do it is to get it off of the exchanges into a hard wallet, like a Ledger Nano S. I think the other one, I can't remember what the other one that people bring up. I know a lot about ledgers, but anytime you order one, do it off the official website. Do not do it off Amazon or order it off some cheap website. Do it on the official website. That is very, very important. Let's jump right into it, Warriors. So we got a big week coming up for Ripple. So on April 30th, let's break this down. So New Discovery Conference for the SEC and versus Ripple. A New Discovery Conference will take place between Ripple XRP and United States Securities and Exchange Commission as part of the ongoing lawsuit. So defense lawyer James K. Flan announces on Twitter that a telephone conference is scheduled for April 30th. Reports indicate that the conference is about the SEC's attempts to contact and acquire documents from Ripple's foreign regulators. These are documents that plaintiff could use against Ripple in their lawsuit. Okay. In the last series of tweets, Flan states that the SEC is seeking discovery outside the rules of the federal procedure of the Hague Convention. Okay. Flan is a former federal prosecutor, invited members of the public to listen in on the conference. He was quick to remind them, however, that recording and rebroadcasting this proceeding is strictly prohibited. So be very, very careful. You don't want to be some YouTuber or put it out on TikTok. Be very careful with this type of information. But we do want to listen to this if you can. I'll figure out how we can listen to this because it's really important to understand, Warriors. Every single time we have a meeting, we're going to see some price appreciation based on the news or depreciation based on the news. But what I'm going to let you know, Warriors, is we're heading into the biggest parabolic move on the back end. We're about 5 months away, September, October. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think this summer it's going to be extremely volatile, right? We saw some amazing volatility. The price went down. It was on sale. You could buy in. And then last night it started to go back up. I think we're going to see some, what did I say? From the 20th to the 30th, April 20th, I've been saying that for a long time on my YouTube channel. It was going to be a big time frame. I don't know why I was feeling it. And then on April 20th, Brian Brooks took the CEO spot of Binance. And then on April 30th, now Ripple is having their meeting with the SEC. So I feel these things, Warriors. And how do I feel these things? Because I'm very, very disciplined. If you're following my journey, make sure you follow me on Instagram, CoachJB_. I probably tell you guys too much information, but I'm very, very disciplined. I'm on my level 2 warrior journey to be able to follow my journey. Okay. So if you go into the next thing here, a lot of people, I want to answer these questions. I had a ton of people messaging me about this. So Ripple could burn over 61 billion of XRP tokens, the CEO says. I don't know why I said that, billion. So I want to talk about this. What would that mean for Ripple? Okay. if they burned 61 billion XRP, what that does is it decreases the supply, right? So supply and demand. So if they were to burn all those XRP out of escrow, right, that would actually increase the price. On the other hand, if they're to dump it into the marketplace, that would, or excuse me, yeah, did I say that correctly? If they were to burn it, it would increase the price. If they were to dump it into the marketplace, it would lower the price. It's supply and demand, warriors. So remember, to understand how it works, you need demand to increase the price, right? Supply and demand. You need utility to increase the price, or you need news. Now, what I think is going to happen is with Ripple XRP and why the price is going to appreciate so much is it's going to be one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies in the world when I believe the XRP case is going to get dropped. So that's going to be huge price appreciation. Number two, it's going to hit the Flare network around June. That's going to give it tons of utility. XRP will go from just being a remittance company to being able to be on the Flare network, which creates DeFi and all kinds of different functionalities to increase its utility. And then number three, if they actually burn a bunch of XRP, the price is going to skyrocket. I hope they burn all these XRP. So I wanted to explain that. So remember, warriors, you got to know the game. You can't just pop in and out of cryptocurrencies and jump into Dogecoin and try to get rich to buy a Lambo. We're working to build generational wealth on this channel. Okay, so I want to share that with you guys. So on April 30th is going to be a big date for us. If Brad Garlinghouse and the team decides to burn a bunch of XRP, we're in great hands, warriors. And even if they don't decide to burn it, we're still going to be fine, warriors. It's going to be the life-changing cryptocurrency of the world, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to share with you both sides of the coin, okay? This is how much information is being pushed out. Now, remember, they're attacking all sectors. They're preemptive programming all sectors now. So crypto was more for the young type sector, right? Then they moved it into PayPal, which moved into kind of the middle age group. Then they pumped it into Venmo, which went into the younger age group. And now they're starting to predictive program the baby boomers and your grandparents. What do they read? The New York Times, the Times Magazine, 60 Minutes. I showed you when Jerome Powell was on 60 Minutes talking about digital currency. The New York Times is talking about cryptocurrency. Time Magazine is hiring a Bitcoin acumen CFO. They're also building out a cryptocurrency like a tutorial, right? So I'm going to share with you one side of it, and I'm going to share with you the FUD side of it, okay? But I want to share with you where the FUD is coming from. So it's confusion. They're trying to confuse you, warriors. Do you think the wealthiest people in the world want all of us invested in this new asset class? Because what it is 1% of the population owns 97% of the wealth. And the richest people come from the first industrial revolution to the second to the third, and now the third to the fourth, which is us. So they don't want a bunch of people investing in this because then it increases the 1% to 2 to 3 to 4%. And what they think is money gives them power. They're weak people. Money does not give you power. Controlling the mind gives you power. That's why you need to follow me on CoachJV_. I will show you my actual journey of why I'm so powerful. All my money could go away and I'm still the most powerful human being in the world. That's what I believe in my paradigm, warriors. They don't know that it's all right here. That's why I can't be bought. That's why I can't be swayed. That's why my decisions are very solid. That's why I learn from my mistakes. But anyways, we'll get into that another time. Follow me on CoachJV_. Okay, the New York Times. We're all crypto. This is awesome, man. The New York Times says, we're all crypto people now. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have gone from curiosity to punchline to viable investment, making them almost impossible to ignore, for better or for worse. San Francisco on Monday evening, a few days after a large cryptocurrency exchange listed its shares on the stock market, several hundred women gathered in virtual conference room to talk about Bitcoin. Claire Wasserman, a co-founder of Ladies Get Paid, the company that co-hosted the event, marveled at the turnout. Noting it showed how committed you are all to getting wealthy. She described a sweeping change is in the way we live, work, and transact, all driven by crypto. I don't want you to miss out on the future, she said. Attendees lit up with comment sections to talk about digital currency. One woman said she started investing after posing as a man in an online forum for pickup artists. It was very yuck, she wrote, but I learned a lot. Another said she'd be funneling her shopping budget into crypto during the pandemic. That's what I'm talking about. That's a warrior. Doubling her money since November. Now, warriors, I'll tell you what, I've had people physically sit in here Women, single moms coming in here and saying since they've been working with us for the last year or following us on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, they have literally had more money than they've ever had in their life. They've taken, just like she said, buying shoes, investing into crypto. We have men that are turning into men and actually taking care of their family. It's just wild. It's wild what could happen right now, warriors. These are true warriors. So that's really exciting. Then you go over to Time Magazine. I just want to show this to you guys. Time Magazine is looking for a crypto CFO that has Bitcoin acumen, right? But I just want to show you this. This is on Time Magazine's website. They have a whole section on cryptocurrency. A whole section on cryptocurrency. Now, this is what your grandparents read. This is what your parents read. Think about that. They're hitting every sector now. Time Magazine, 60 Minutes, the New York Times, Forbes Magazine. They're hitting all the sectors now, warriors. It is spreading out. So when you see these dips in the market, buy the fear. Don't go jumping out of your cryptocurrencies. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But then let me show you the other side of it, what scares people away. And they do this on purpose because they don't want you packing your bags. They want you to be confused, or all of you guys would be the 1%. Then it wouldn't be the 1% anymore. Remember, who controls the money, controls the media, controls the information. They control the people. Do they want you having the same power that they have? Supposedly they think money is power. No, they don't. They're scared of you, warriors. Okay, so it's Quantum Fund co-founder Jim Rogers insists governments could ban cryptocurrency, right? This stuff just confuses people. They're like, oh, I heard that they're going to ban cryptocurrency. And people love to hold on to what? Negative news. Negative news goes a lot further than positive news. So veteran investor Jim Rogers, look at this guy. I mean, like Jim Rogers is very highly regarded in the investment space, but this dude he's an old ass dude. You're gonna take advice from somebody who freaking probably drove in a horse and buggy. I mean, think about that, warriors. I mean, like, let's really think about: are you gonna take your investment advice from somebody from Silicon Valley who's moving into the quantum financial system, or someone who's still stuck in an old paradigm? He probably has Bitcoin. Veteran investor Jim Rogers, who's a co-founder of the Quantum Fund, the name Quantum, with billionaire investor George Soros, is still worried about governments outlawing Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If cryptocurrencies become successful, most governments will outlaw them because they don't want to lose their monopoly, he said. Jim Rogers still worried about the government banning Bitcoin. Let's think about this for just a moment. The government banning Bitcoin when JP Morgan is invested in Bitcoin, Goldman Sachs is invested in Bitcoin, Michael Saylor, almost all of his assets are invested in Bitcoin, Tesla's invested in Bitcoin, Grayscale's invested in Bitcoin. The company that Jay Clayton, the head of the SEC, moved over to actually increased their position to 600 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum last year, and is said to increase it to $1 billion this year. Brian Brooks left the OCC to become the head of Binance. Yeah, they're going to ban cryptocurrency. That makes a lot of sense. Wake up, people. Wake up. They're just trying to freak you out. They're trying to scare you as they pack their bags. It's called confusion. It's called what narcissists do. They create a problem, they create a reaction out of you, and then they become the solution. The New York Post, okay? I don't even know if that's even freaking legit, so don't take that. The New York Post, New York Times, I don't know why it stood out. But anyways, this is real news, though. It is out there. New York Post, is that a legit thing? Anyways, take this with a grain of salt. The new federal regulations could spur cryptocurrency crash. And I wanted to put this out here. This came on April 24th. But this is what people are reading, warriors. They read crash. They read they could take away your crypto. This is what people stick to, warriors. Why do you think when I put something on my TikTok that spurs people, that makes them think something bad is going to happen, it goes to 1 million views? But when I tell men to get their thing out of their hand and start focusing on their family and put down the video game controller, it gets 4,000 views. But if I put, oh, your crypto's going to get taken away, it gets 1 million views, because people love negativity. You've been programmed that way. You have not been programmed to be positive. You have not been programmed to focus on lifting yourself up into Christ consciousness. You've been programmed to live for the worldly things. Men sit there, and women as well, sit there and argue about their 49ers and their freaking Raiders football team instead of getting to work and building their own ecosystem and their own fan base, right? We're so concerned with worldly things versus Christ consciousness. I don't care what religion you are. I'm a follower of God. I follow the life of Jesus as close as humanly possible. I love every single person. But the world has got us super confused about a BMW or a Benz or having a nicer house or having the bigger pool to have parties to impress people that we don't even like. And warriors, you have the opportunity right now to rise up into Christ consciousness, to become powerful beyond measure, to become the narrative, to stop complaining about it and being an armchair quarterback. But you got to get stoic, warriors. You got to have emotional intelligence. You got to stay grounded in what's right and understand what's wrong through controlling your vibration and energy. That's why I share my warrior journey. That's why I'm not doing any masturbation, no pornography. I'm focused, I'm dedicated, I'm disciplined. 3 ice baths a week, meditation, breathing, high intensity training. I'll be going on my plant medicine journey in June. I'm very open about this stuff, warriors, because I am deciding to become one of those powerful human beings on earth. I'm deciding to die a legend. I'm deciding to share my journey with people because what's possible. I'm not saying I'm a perfect human being. What I'm saying is I'm taking the power that God gave me and I'm exercising that power here on earth. And I decided to become one of the wealthiest people in the world. Am I there yet? No. But I will be, because this is already wealthy. You could take away all the physical wealth and I'm already wealthy. And that's what I teach in my Warrior Academy. We have a 120-day challenge that takes you step by step through goal setting, vision board creation, how I created the subconscious mind. And on top of that, we have cryptocurrency courses, exit strategies, cryptocurrency calls, one of the best communities in the world working together as one consciousness rising up to become the uncommon 1%. I always say it's not a perfect academy. One thing is perfect is our community. It's a community of people who give a shit about each other. A community of people who care about rising up during this time in the biggest shift in generational wealth. Because this won't happen in your time. It won't happen in my kids' time. It won't happen in my kids' time. This is a brand new asset class since the 1600s. So imagine a group of people sitting there when Henry Ford was making cars. There was a group of people talking shit about this dude who wasn't even that educated, who just studied methodically on how to build cars, right? And there was a group of people going, you know what, this dude's a genius. I'm going to invest in gas and oil. Those are the richest people in the world. There's a new opportunity for the new richest people in the world. And I'm not talking about just financially. I'm talking spiritually. Rised up into Christ consciousness, aligned with the earth, Mother Earth, and coming together as one consciousness to help as many people as possible see the power they have inside them to accomplish great things. A lot of people see the world falling apart. I see it coming together. And I'll tell you what, in periods of destruction, afterwards, guess what comes? Peace and prosperity. So what side are you going to be on? What side are you going to be on, warrior? So I'll get off my soapbox today. I'm fired up. Had a great week, 14 days of my warrior journey. So click the link down below. Everything's in the description. We also have some exciting news coming up. I'll be announcing tomorrow in regards to a meet and greet that Kevin and I are going to be doing. There's going to be sun. There's going to be fun. So save the weekend of July 17th and 18th. It's easy to fly into, very cheap to get to, but we'll be at a certain location, do a meet and greet. We'd love to meet you guys. We'd love to meet you guys. So we did a location where thousands of people can come into, and we'll have a great time. If one person shows up, we'll be happy because we just love to meet you and say thank you for all the support and help. Love you guys. Have a great day. Everything's down in the description down below. Warriors, rise.